do you have did you have a mentor of any form, like someone that you would have like gone to for I don't know, advice in business
Not
or
then, but I do now, and that's one of the best decisions that I made, is to have someone that I could work with. I now have a coach. I mean, even even 2 years ago, that would have been an absolute, like, that would have been an anathema to me. Like, what are you talking about, coach? Come on. But I do have someone that I can turn to, and it's someone who kind of keeps me honest and keeps me accountable, and it's someone where if I think about, because one of the things that's very easy if you have a certain type of brain, a certain type of, I guess, problem solving brain, is you can get the dopamine hit from solving a problem, but it's not the problem that needs to be solved at that time. You know, the problem that might need to be solved at that time is you need more customers, or you need to fix this problem, this low-hanging fruit that you know how to solve, but it's boring to solve, but it'll make your customers happy, but it's boring. Versus like you've had an idea for something, you can get that quick sort of dopamine hit by acting on that and solving that particular problem, and that feels great. But you can easily get into a rut of doing that, and then you realize you've made no headway on the business side. You know, you've got a great product, but you've not, done much on the business side. And that was my part of the mistake that I made, because I was working on my own. And I didn't have someone who could sort of keep me honest and keep an eye on me, or someone that I could report to and say, like, you said you were going to do X amount of things this week to increase your customer base, or to grow, or to get the word out, or whatever. Have you done any of those things? And I could go, no, but I did rebuild the RSS parser so that this thing now happens and it goes to this JSON feed. And it's like, okay, cool. I did that. How does that increase your business? Well, it doesn't, but it makes the product nicer. Yeah, but does it, bring new people in? And so there's this thing in is the famous book by I think it was an Olympic rower, which is has this concept of, does it make the boat go faster? So when they were training, this Olympic rowing team were training, and the question that would govern any decision that the team made is, will it make the boat go faster? So if someone's contemplating having a kebab, will it make the boat go? Probably not make the boat go faster. No. If we get up at 5 a.m. and train really hard, will it make the boat go faster? Yeah, it will eventually. And so when you start to think in those terms, that really helps. But you need someone that can help do that, because it's really, really hard to do that on your own.
Did you go?
Certainly, my experience, anyway.
Yeah. Did you go? Was it someone you knew? Was it someone you knew before, or did you go?
It was
find them, and was it a conscious decision, or did it sort of happen by accident?
It was very much a conscious decision. I was sat on my sofa last summer thinking, I know my tendencies. I know what I'm like. I'm building a new business now, which is a sort of blog and a membership site for people that want to use podcasting to further their message. And so I was sat there thinking, like, I know what I'm like. I know I could build a bunch of stuff and not make the boat go faster. And so I need someone who can help keep me accountable. And I put the word out, and it just so happens that someone I'd met at a public speaking event that I used to run says, well, I'm a coach. Let's have a chat. And we did. And we meet up on Zoom every week. And so, yeah, it was absolutely a conscious decision. And it came about because I learned about the power of having sort of a mastermind, or having a group of people that you can turn to. So even if a coach doesn't feel like the right thing, what is really good is to have a buddy group or have an accountability group. And these are things that I think you can find online. There's places like Indie Hackers, Indie Worldwide, which is a Slack community. If you can start to make friends with people who are doing stuff in the same kind of space, that you can find these people and just meet up and be accountable to each other. That kind of stuff can really, really help if you don't feel like a coach is something that you want to do, because that feels like a whole thing. And I get it. There's a barrier there, but sometimes just getting a mastermind together and knowing that, like, I've got to rock up at this group every Wednesday or whatever. And I said that I was going to do something, and I want to make sure that I've delivered. And so there's so many reasons why it's a good way to go.
Yeah, when you say mastermind, like it sounds like a great idea. In my head, I'm imagining the brain trust in Scrubs.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, for people who are maybe still thinking, it's like, well, what? I don't know. The life coach thing can sound so cliche and so, I don't know, just, airhead in California. It's like, well, my life coach told me that I need to drink more cucumber water. So that's what I'm, that's what people imagine. Like, have you got like a good example, like, of how this is functioned, like, in the real world?
Yeah, it's super practical. For one thing, she's Dutch, so like she's pretty direct. And so she will, she will sort of say like, how is this thing that you're doing helping? Have you thought about this? And sometimes it's about getting a sort of a nice pick me up or a nice pep talk. If I need it, if I'm feeling down, if I'm feeling a lack of confidence, which is so often the case, I can get someone who's look at the stuff you've done. Let's look at what you need to do, but also let's look at what you've done. And no, there's no mung beans, there's no lemongrass, there's no nothing's herbal. She hasn't switched me to a vegan diet yet. None of that stuff comes in. It is really just about, what is it you want to achieve, and how do we get you there, and how do we keep regularly just checking in, and that is what it is. Like you, I had this idea of what a life coach would be, and it's not that at all. It is someone who can look at your progress each week and help you map out your progress and help you. If you've got a huge thing to do, it's like eating an elephant. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And they help you line up those bites and figure out like where the cutlery is or whatever. Like, metaphors getting away from me, but that's what they do. And there's no almond milk involved, unless you want almond milk.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I mean, I don't like it in coffee. I don't know what it is. It spoils.
I haven't drunk milk in coffee in about 8 years now.
Oh,
I mean, my mum hasn't remembered that. My mum still asks me if I want milk, but
Are you one of these people who tried the bullet coffees when they were super popular?
I absolutely did. I did when I went that time I went keto. I did give the bulletproof coffee a go.
Bulletproof coffee,
it's like butter. I mean, that was a joke in The Simpsons.
Right. Yes.
Marge and Homer are in bed, and Homer is complaining that Marge let him get fat, and she said, "I'm not the one who puts butter in your coffee." And then that's literally what you do with bulletproof coffee. It's butter and coconut milk and cream. It's mental. It's delicious though.
Really? I never tried it. I do coconut oil in my coffee.
Ooh, I can dig it.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was just because I read a thing, and this is one of those things that, you just like read something and try it, and like, this seems better, and you've no idea if it actually is. I read in one of Tim Ferriss's books, I cannot remember which one, maybe The 4-Hour Work Week, maybe something else. But he was like, yeah, I discovered that I was like really tired even after my coffee, and I discovered that coconut oil helped me like have more energy through the day and made my brain work better. I was sharper, and I was like, I'll try it. And I tried it, and I felt maybe a bit sharper. I don't know if that's just complete placebo, if I'm totally making it up. But there you go.
It's all right. Options there if you want it.
I bet there's loads of great things that were discovered that way. So thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment for us in the comments below. Let me know what you thought, and if you'd like to see more of this from the show. Thank you, and we'll see you again next time.